Living through trauma doesn't have to be debilitating. It doesn't have to be so hard. I have been through trauma. I know this. I've been through darkness and found my way out. And it doesn't have to take a long period of time. It doesn't have to be so difficult, and you don't have to reach out and find coping mechanisms that aren't good for you. Although I understand why. I do. I get it. With hypnotherapy, I am a hypnotherapist. I am certified in trauma care, informed care, and meditations and counseling hypnotherapy. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I get this. My specialty is working with complex post-traumatic stress disorder, CPTSD. What that means is trauma that has been repeated over a long period of time, ongoing trauma. It's not just one event, it's a period of events. And beyond that, never mind the trauma that's happened in our development. That just sticks with you and you don't know any other way of feeling except for that not safe feeling, or that I'm ready for doom whenever it comes, or I'm just not meant to be here. Those normal feelings that come with trauma. And I know I have had them, and sometimes they still creep up in there and they're still there. I just wanted to share my experience is so valuable because I went through the trauma and I came out on top. I went through the healing, and I'm healing every day. I pass this healing on to my clients. I pass this on, the knowledge and the motivation for healing. Because I'm telling you, once you feel real love inside, once you finally get there, it is addicting to keep growing. I can't stop growing. I am a totally different person today than I was this time last year. And the same thing for last year as the year before. I change every year. I'm a different person every year. Everything is different for me. My life, what I'm doing with my business, how I create, how I express, it's all different, right? My relationships grow and they change over time too. This is what growth is. I'm much more spiritual than I used to be, and you can too. You can be that way too. Okay, so there are so many different steps for healing from complex trauma, but it is completely safe and manageable, and you can do it. You can actually heal. You can find your way to yourself. You can love deeper. You can be healthier. You can make good choices for yourself, because by being able to love yourself deeper and finding out who you really are, did you know that boundaries will automatically start setting in because you love yourself? Do you know it's almost impossible to have boundaries when you don't love yourself? Because there's no reason why you would protect yourself, right? Because often when we don't love ourselves, we react in a codependent state where everybody's happiness depends on us, right? It's not about us at all. It's about everybody else, because we're focused on this pain that's inside, this deep feeling that we don't belong here and we're not worthy, right? That unworthiness is absorbing and it's dark, right? That we often want everybody to love us, and we just want to make them feel good, that they will make us feel good by loving us, right? So that's real, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a good reason for that. Then all the many reasons or dark ways that we release that pain, right, will come up in intense emotional expression, right? People don't like to see that. Outbursts of violence or aggression. They don't like that, right? It's not safe. A lot of people end up in jail, right? Because they don't know how to react. They're reacting from the inner child. That broken, wounded little person that lives in there reacts and comes out when we feel that we're in that fight or flight response, right? That's all normal. It's normal, and I totally get it. I get it, and I don't judge anything that you do from a reacting response, especially when you have trauma. There are ways to heal, to fall in love with yourself, to love deeper. I'm just going to dive into this just a tiny bit about the religious aspect of this, because I'm a Christian and I love God. I talk to God all the time, right? And very committed to my faith. I'm telling you that hypnotherapy and healing and falling in love with yourself is part of this process. The more that you love yourself, the deeper you love other people, the deeper you love yourself, guess what? The deeper you love God too. And you're more open to receiving that love from God and allowing yourself to live a purpose. If you're coming from a place where you don't love yourself, it's really hard to have a faith, because you feel that you're unworthy all the time. Unworthy, I don't belong here, I don't want to be on this planet, on a really low scum level of unworthy because of trauma. That's a really hard place to feel love. Love that we feel is those people that love us hurt us, right? I love myself, but I hurt myself, right? Those people that love me are allowed to hurt me because we have no boundaries. You can't receive love from God because you don't know how. My journey of self-discovery was my faith. when I realized that there was a God. And I thought, oh, there's no way that God would love me because I'm not that person. I'm just like this nothing. What I did is I made this deal with God. You know, it sounds funny, but I did. I said, I just want to love you and I want you to love me back. And there's nothing that I can give you. I will do the best that I can, that when my time comes that I'm face to face with you, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be authentic. And I don't know who I am right now, broken and damaged, but I'm going to do my best and I'm going to fight to the very end to become the person that I meant to be, the reason why I'm here in the first place. And then you can decide whether you want me or not. That's what changed my life. That's my journey. Every year I'm a different person. I'm constantly looking for new ways to live. I'm dived into all areas of spirituality with God right by my side, by the way. Everything I do is with God, and that means everything. That means talking to angels. That means exploring cards, right? Readings, loving and accepting people the way they are, regardless of their sexual orientation or their gender. I have accepted and I work with clients of all types, and I love every single one of them. And I pass on healing and ways that they can find their identity. They can find who they really are deep down inside, accept, make mistakes, take risks, accept all the consequences that happen, and learn and grow from them instead of falling into a bottomless pit of judgment and shame. Because I think that's what we're here to do, is learn. Let's make some mistakes, shake up your life a little bit, have some fun, love so deep, and just live a good life. Be authentic. I think that this is amazing, and it feels good to not worry about putting on that mask every day to step outside of the house, or trying to fit into that group of people that just really don't want me there. Now I can realize that, hey, you know what, that group of people is not for me. They don't make me feel good. Why do I go there every Sunday morning? That's crazy, right? Find what you need to become the person that you want to be. How makes me feel great? What makes me feel good? That community of friends, that worship on the computer where I'm not worried about what people are thinking of me, that's amazing, right? The powerful music that makes my skin tingle, right? Regardless of the judgment behind it. Find who you are and find that purpose and go out into life and explore and find out how to become more inspired, how to fall in love more and more with yourself, that you love all the people and all the things around you deeper. That is authenticity right there. That's who I am. From my journey, from my story, from my path, I have discovered authenticity and change. I am a change worker and a transformation specialist. I made that up myself. Transformation specialist, based on all the qualifications that I have and my significant and valuable life experience. I pass on healing to help other people find their authentic self, because I feel that that is a journey worth living, that is powerful and makes an impact and a ripple effect upon lives. What would be wrong with allowing people to find their happiness and the glow that's inside them, that light that glows within them and around them? Whatever you want to call that, spirit, if you want to call it God within you, the great I am, as Wayne Dyer lovingly put it, or the energy that moves within you, that universal spark, right? You want to call it the angels, whatever you want to call it, fairies or beautiful love, whatever you want to call it. It's all one space. This energy all comes from one space. For me, I call it God. Universe is God. Spirit is God. All of that. And that's okay. That's for me. That's my belief. What is your belief? Value that. Feel comfortable in it and own it. Don't put on a mask and pretend that you're like somebody else just so they'll accept you. Find out who you really are and feel good in that skin. Feel that happiness and that authentic value, because you are so worth it. You're here to live your life. That's the one thing that you have to do while you're here, is live your life. Like Mother Teresa put it with her life poem, live life to the fullest, right? Take advantage of it, love it, own it, all those beautiful things she said about life. And I'm terrible with quotes. And like Romans said too in the Bible, right? Whatever you're going to do it well. Do it well, and do not conform to the patterns of the world, of society. Be renewed with your mind. Keep learning and grow. And if you make a mistake, pick yourself up, because it's not over. That mistake doesn't define you. There's something that you were meant to learn by making that mistake. Learn from it. Keep moving because you are loved. You're so special and unique just the way you are. Every single person on this planet. I just wanted to share this with you, and I hope that you enjoy it and you get some optimistic motivation from it to move forward. Everybody can move forward. You are great and wonderful and amazing just the way you are. You can do this. You can keep going on your journey. Keep going up